Hello, hello. How are you? Testing out the microphone, having a sip of water. I never know. I never know if this is working or not. Let me know in the comments. Hello. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Audio, microphone. Yeah, we're working. We're here. Boom. Thanks, Justin. How's it going, buddy? Long time no see. Long time no hear. Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. I'm just checking out on my phone how many humans are here. 9 of you? Oh, geez, I can hear myself on my phone. Better turn that down. Hola, ¿cómo está? Happy Friday. Oh, it's Saturday, all day today. Uh-oh. I just ate eggs. I had an egg sandwich. I think I got egg on my phone. There we go. It's off now, everybody. What is up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the YouTube Live. This is a Saturday edition. Let me turn on some lights around here. Get it lit up a little bit. Yeah, this is a shot from my other channel. This is a year ago, I think. There we go. Put that up there. Just a 4-hour looping video of a river. Once in a while, you'll see my dog walk through, and yeah, it's like a I don't know. It's about a 15-minute hike into the wilderness. This video took off huge in Japan. There you go. 10 of you. Hello. Tell me in the chat, where are you from? Where are you going? Speaking of that, let's get into it a little bit here. I've opened some tabs of things that I want to talk about today, but I also want to hear from you, things that you want to talk about to, make this worthwhile. Let's talk about things, right? How's life? Today is this January the 4th. We're in 2025 right now. It's rolling. Oh, perfect timing. You're here. Let's begin. We actually didn't do anything because we knew you were going to be here. But now that you're here, we can make it happen. Let's talk personal stuff first. So, it's all about making those goals and things like that, right? Making the goals, setting the goals, having them broken. How soon into the year can you break your 2025 goal? So I only really set one goal this year for personal, and it was to be outside for 1,000 hours outdoors. Doesn't matter how I do it. I can go sit on my driveway. Um, but 1,000 hours. So to do this, they say in the winter months, because right now it is we got about, I don't know, 3.5 feet of snow in the last 48 hours. But they say in the winter months here to be outside at least an hour a day. And then in the summer, you pump it up to like 5 hours a day. So far, I don't know if you guys can see this one. I have a little tracker. And so far, I'm at 5 hours. And I think that says 39 minutes. 5 hours, 39 minutes. We went tobogganing yesterday, hanging out this morning. It just won't stop snowing where I live. It's been, I don't know, from about the 31st till today, snowing constantly. We actually had grass on the 30th. And so I've been outside snow blowing. I've been across the road of my neighbor. He's a senior. He's in better shape than me. I've been snow blowing his driveway. Went down the road, snowblowed another senior couple's driveway. But that's how I'm spending most of my time outside right now. I actually created an entire trail around my backyard for my husky. That's how much it snowed here that my 65-pound husky slash German Shepherd turned around and said, I'm not going out there. So I created a trail for him. Newberry, Florida. Boston, nice. No, that's what I'm talking about. I love Boston. I've been there only once. Went to see. I'm not a Red Sox fan at all. I'm a Blue Jays fan. Not this year though. They're going to be terrible. And watched the Red Sox Angels game. We really wanted to go just to see Mike Trout. That was before my kid got born, and we also went to New York on that same trip. It was actually a trip through office memory. So if you watch the TV show The Office, we traveled from Ottawa to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and then we went to the New York Mets game, and then we stayed overnight in Stamford, Connecticut, and then that's it. That's how the Office ended. But then we went to Boston. Boston's awesome. I didn't realize that they only have 500,000 people that live there. But, really nice city, that's for sure. Where I'm from, Toronto region, there's, 5,000,000 people, so 10 times the size of Boston area, and, they say there's 2,000,000 in Toronto, but then all of the outskirts, right, adding up, so about 5,000,000 people. 4th biggest city in North America, Toronto. I don't know if you guys knew that. Good afternoon. I'm coming back to you. I don't even know how to say your name. I'm gonna call you Zion, okay? Although Zion is really making me upset in my fantasy basketball. Is he gonna come back? We're not sure. Mets fan, but I'll be taking in my first game, TD Garden. Nice. That's awesome, Noel. Yeah, TD Garden. So who are you seeing? The Bruins or the Celtics? Because Celtics are on fire. They just completely smashed the Raptors the other night. The largest loss deficit in the history of Raptors history. Did I say history too much? Which is great because we're trying to tank for flag in basketball, NBA. The Mets game, that game they played the Nationals, and it was the year. It was like 5 years ago. It was the year they were chasing for the playoffs, and it was a huge win by the Mets. That game I went to. Very good, very good. Nice. What's going on with me today? So I'm going to do this live, and then I'm out. I'm going to a kid's play with my kid. I've given her strict instructions. Do not open that door. Stay outside. Don't scream at your mom. I don't want you on the internet. I said. She said okay. And so we're going to do our best to keep her out of this room, but we'll see how it goes. Very good. 15 humans. Hi, everybody. How are you? Going up to Zion here. Is it Mikhail? Is that how I say your name? I want 1,000 shares for Misty. Let me find my mouse here. 1,000 shares for Misty, Coney, Tesla, and NVIDY evenly. Boom. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine that? That would be a weekly pair right there. So next one that's coming out. Well, I guess we're all going to get paid from NVIDIA on this Monday. I don't know how it's going to work with me on my brokerage. I'm a little late with my brokerage, so maybe I'll get mine on Tuesday. And then Coney gets announced. So I'm actually curious about that. Let's take a look up here. Boom, 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 boom. How do we go to home? Let's go see if we can find the schedule. Did you guys know that Thursday of this next week coming up, the market's closed because of, oh my goodness, I can't believe the name is eluding me. The ex-president who passed away. It's his funeral, and that is a tradition apparently, to close the market during presidential funeral. So that will be this Thursday coming up. Market will be closed. Interesting enough, eh? Just scrolling, doing the scroll of doom over here. Let's go to what's this? There we are. Distribution schedules. Let's go take a look at that. Jimmy Carter, that's the name. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. No. Yes, that's the one. All right. So what's the date today? Today's the 4th, January the 4th. So January the 7th will be the declaration day. January 7th. So that's going to be Tuesday of this week coming up. That's pretty cool. The X date is going to be on the Wednesday, January the 8th. And then the payment day will be that Friday. Wow. Group C coming up here, which is quite nice. Let me get this up a little bit so you can see that. Got the row highlighted right here. So that's Group C. Yeah, who's got some Group C in them? I do. I have Coney. That is the position. I've set it, and I'm forgetting about it. I think I have 183 shares. Let's hope for, anything over what, 85 cents would be great. Um, my hope for Coney, the share price is kind of low. I hope they don't dilute the share price anymore by paying us outside of what they've actually earned. That's my hope for that one. Let's look at the last month. It's down $4. Now it did have a big climb. That's why right here in November, all the way up to 1970. Also had another good climb here in December, up to $18.40. I'll bring this down a little bit so you guys can see it. But yeah, it's had a little dip. Now Bitcoin could be part of that reason. If we take a look at Bitcoin over the last month here, it is up 1%, but there's that huge climb. And it looks like Coney is its chart is very similar to this one here. But yeah, interesting. Interesting indeed. So I don't know how it happened, but I've started to, you guys have seen my portfolio before. It's not massive at all, but working guy just trying to, pay for a house and a car and live life and live life, loud, laugh. Is that the sign? No, it's not the sign. But not a massive portfolio, but somehow my portfolio has started to kind of lean towards the crypto, specifically Bitcoin world. So I got Coney, 183 shares. I'll never put any more money into that ever again, of my own personal money that I make. But it does have drip turned on. Got the drip drop, and so that means that if it pays $1 and 183 shares, it's $183 minus my 15% tax. So what's that, like $26 in tax roughly? Um, and then so, it'll buy $154 worth of shares. So, if it's at 13.40 like it is right now, that would be roughly 10 to 13 shares it should buy, which is good. And that's gonna be next Friday as I'm spilling coffee on myself over here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I wanted to buy 10 shares every single month for the rest of my life. Well, for the next 5 years. Actually, it's 4 years and 23 months. Just to build that snowball, because I did one of those little websites there talks about dripping and what your investment could be, and if the world was full of unicorns and magicians and rainbows, it said it could pay me $1,500 a month. That's pretty darn good for an initial investment of $2,000. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's my Coney. That's coming up here, right, on this next week. But let's talk Group B a little bit. I have NVDY, and it's my biggest position that I have in this fund that I show you guys. And so Yieldmax, NVDY, I think I have 363 shares of it. I did have 400, but I sold some to buy that Coney position and a little bit more Misty. I'm gonna make a video tonight after we get back from that play that we're going to for the kiddo, about what I'm going to do with my NVIDIA distributions. Oh yes, butterflies, exactly. With my NVIDIA distributions. Now, what I have been doing in the past is just reinvesting them into NVIDIA, putting them into Misty. But I think I'm gonna change it up just a touch this month, maybe next month and the month after as well. So I'm gonna make a video tonight to talk about that. I'm gonna put it out to my members first because they pay to be here, and I really appreciate that. I think that's awesome of you. It's so nice, and yeah, thanks for the support to the members out there. So I only have 2 members. It's pretty cool though. I appreciate you guys. So I want to make sure I throw you a little something first, and then I'll put it out to the rest of everybody else, just so we know. I watch a ton of YouTube. I'm not a member on anybody's channel, so I don't fault you guys for not doing that. It's an option out there if you feel generous. Make it happen. If you don't, do what I do. Just watch for free. um, yeah, so Group B coming out. How did you guys feel about Group B. Group B. Let's see what was in Group B. Let's go back up to their news here. News, although on the news there should be something very new today. Oh, it's there. Wow, I got a I got a thing on X saying that there's a new fund coming out. Maybe we can talk about that too. Let's go look. Let's read the press here. How are you guys feeling? I know YMAX and YMAG. Personally, I think those are pretty good. 18 cents a week. Not bad. It has gone up it has gone up and down like a yo-yo quite a bit. So 18 cents, whatever, right? I'd take that. It's better than 6 cents. 31 cents, I'd definitely take that every single week. The downfall is the share price going down a little bit. Hopefully it can recover here in the next week. Every 5 days this thing's paying out. And so that's a nice thing. It's good for your compounding. But I mean, if it's paying out 31 cents and it drops a dollar, then that's, what's the saying? Robbing Peter to pay Paul? Something like that. Something like that. Bum, 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 bum. Here is from Brazil. These Yieldmax ETFs will grow a lot. Broadcom is missing. Oh, Broadcom, yeah. You think they should add that? That's a good question. Good thoughts. Patrick's in the house. Hey, Patrick. NVIDIA here. Now, I don't know, you guys. 89 cents. It doesn't really do it for me. I always said if it pays under a dollar that um, I may not love it too much. So is Nvidia going to pay under a dollar for the next 6 months? Maybe not. Nvidia is an absolute beast of a company. I don't know why its share price is as low as it is. So, um, yeah, can this share price go up? Yep. And should the distributions go up? Well, it depends on the volatility of Nvidia. That's for sure. Sold YMAG and cherry pick funds based on total return. Nice, Grant. Good to hear from you, by the way. Dips, not my kind of style. I'm not into it. What's the dips share price at? Like $13. Dips ETF, $12. Worse. That's gross. Oh, went down. Let's go. Oh yeah, went down 3% yesterday. I know a lot of people from just comments that I get are in dips, but for me, I'm out on that one. Phoebe here, Facebook Play, Meta Play, paying out 44 cents. It's a pretty consistent payer. Yeah, not bad. GDXY, Gold Play, Babo, Alibaba, JPMO, Yawn, boring. But I mean, look at that, 30 cents. It's like 30 cents every single month. MRNY, not advice. None of this is advice. It's just my own thoughts. It's like I'm talking to myself here. Run away from MRNY. It's a $5 ETF right now. Disgusting. But you know what? I don't think it's Yieldmax's fault that it's gone down that far. Moderna has also had the same decline. So there you go. PLTY. Let's talk some PLTY today. I think I was one of the first people to talk about PLTY when it first came out. I had been following PLTR, Palantir. I was talking to my buddy. I was like, there's two stocks we got to get into. This is when Palantir was at $20. And I was like, Palantir and Rocket Lab. And Rocket Lab was cheaper. So I ended up buying Rocket Lab instead. But you know what was good about that? 100% return for me in only a couple of months with Rocket Lab, so I was pretty happy with that. It's not like it was a lot of money. It was like $80. Palantir's rocking and rolling right now. The mad scientist is in charge of that company. But yeah, PLTY also rocketing there too. Now, how long can this last? Nobody knows. If you do know, please let me know, and we'll talk privately. But nobody really knows how long Palantir will have its incredible climb. Will it kind of plateau? Will it decline? I heard they just got a new contract 2 days ago um, with the government. Palantir AI technology. Let's dumb this way down about Palantir. There's a lot more to it than what I'm about to say, but their AI technology is in the drones that are being sent over to the Ukraine. So dumbed down very dumbed down, but that's one thing they do. Marrow. We just boiled down some turkey bones, made turkey broth yesterday, so I'm pretty pumped for that. But Mara is a Mara play, which is purely Bitcoin. Mara is a Bitcoin miner. Um, $2.49. Man, I'll tell you guys this. This is the first thing. This is the first thing I ever traded options in was Riot, which is kind of like the exact same thing as Mara. RIOT. It had the juiciest premiums. I actually found it on Finvez. If you've ever used Finvez before, you can go in there and create filters and you can find a volatility. And Riot was in my price range. At the time it was like $8 and the volatility was there. And so I was selling crazy, crazy options, covered calls, not puts or anything like that, just covered calls because my tax-free savings account I can only do covered calls. And I was making great premium, and then Bitcoin skyrocketed, and those shares got called away. But Mara is very similar. It's been more steady than Riot in share price. I think it's hovering around the $17 mark, give or take a couple bucks there. But it also has good premium, and I think that's why Mero is doing well. So if you think that Bitcoin is going to be here and volatile for the next couple of years, then Mera or Mero could be a good play. I'm saying this out loud, but Mera, let's just say it's 17. Let's go look it up. Mera stock 1964. So there it goes. It went up $2. So I was pretty close to my guess, right? But it went up $2 on Friday. The premiums for Mera itself, if you wanted the right covered calls on it, you'd have to put $1,964 down, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less on Monday morning, and then write your covered call for the end of the week. It has very good premiums, so I think that's why. Where is it up here? Yieldmax was able to pay you $2.49 because the premiums, the volatility is huge for Mera. Not as huge as Riot, but it's still huge. But the upside of Mera is that it's more consistently priced than Riot. If you go look at the two charts, it's a little less volatile than Riot is itself. But yeah, there you go. It's the first one I ever did cover calls was Riot way back in the day. Probably like 3 years ago. But yeah, not recommendations. If you wanted to get into covered calls yourself, there's tons and tons of really great videos. Brad Finn is very good on YouTube talking about covered calls. But there's also a great YouTube video if you wanted to say like, how do I check volatility on Finvez? FINVIZ. Great videos on that to kind of help you, and then that can take you towards your own budget. You can say, I want to, do cover calls on stocks that are $20. And you can put that right in Finvez. The only problem with Finvez is the pop-ups. It's just like insane the amount of pop-ups you get with it. So be prepared for that. But it's a really good screener if you never used a screener before. Riot does not pay a dividend. Nope. 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 I'm going back up. I'm going back up here into the comments. Again, this video is brought to you by my other channel. I don't know where it is here. Is this it? No. Is this it? There it is. Brought to you by my other channel, Elements of Nature. I haven't spent much time on this one, but all created by this guy over here. I love being outdoors. I love being in nature. Spend a lot of time outside. I live in a forest. I can see like in front of me here, 50 to 60 oak and maple trees. And there's a birch right there too. So I do love nature. So if you're into nature, if you're into, I don't know, fire videos, things like that, check out my other channel. Here's something for your viewing pleasures. This is at the cottage. They wattage with the cottage. I'll put it up there for you while we talk. There we are. We're waking up. I'm going up. I'm scrolling up here. Let's get this one on the screen here. Thoughts on taking income and saving one third for tax? Love it. One third in reinvestment in Yieldmax? Love it. And one third down payment, principal, and mortgage? Love it. I like it all. I think those are great ideas, Patrick. It's smart to save a little bit for your taxes. Absolutely, because nothing like at the end of the year panicking like, oh, I got to pay taxes. I'll use me as an example. I'm using a tax-free savings account, so mine are taxed. Like my distributions I get are already taxed before I even get them. But that's it for tax for this account. But I'm making these YouTube videos, and this is taxable because it's an income, right? It's not like I'm making a lot of money or anything like that. But everybody's stuck on that. Oh, but you have to pay taxes, and so if I didn't, let's just say I made $1,000 last year on YouTube as an example, okay, just a round number. And they say, but you got to pay taxes, right? And it depends on your income. So in Canada here, it's all the way up to 33%, depending on how much I made in my job and with YouTube and other things that I make money with. But you have to pay taxes. That's the comment, right? But if I didn't make these videos, I wouldn't have made that $1,000. So yeah, I got to pay taxes. Who cares, right? Taxes is just part of life. But I think it's smart to set some money aside for taxes. And yeah, definitely. So I'll give you an example. I'm looking to get into real estate, and so I hope, with hard work and perseverance and grinding and just every single day, door knocking, getting crazy, going out there and meeting people, joining communities, things like that, that I make way, way more than I make right now. And so I hope to be at the top tax rate. And so what am I going to do with commissions earned? It's tax free until tax season. And so I'm going to put that commissions earned into a lower risk ETF than what we are talking about here. And for me, I'm putting them into something called, it's going to be either HYLD.TO, Toronto Stock Exchange, or HD, oh my goodness, HMAX.TO. I'm either going to put it in one of those two. They pay out 17%. It's all Canadian, it's tax free. So at the end of that year, when I do my taxes, I can just take all the money that I need to out of there, and I've made a little bit of money in the meantime. So that's going to be the initial plan for, if I go out there and really give her. So yeah, there you go. You guys like this shot right here? Isn't that nice? I woke up early. I woke up at 5 in the morning. Ran down to the dock. It was extremely buggy. You might be able to see it on the water here, but this is a place called Muskoka here in Ontario, Canada, and this is where like the billionaires and millionaires go to summer. This particular lake, we had a helicopter land while we were here, right over my head, over here somewhere, and apparently, like the CEO of Shell, the CEO of TELUS, the CEO of Bell, all have cottages on Lake of Bays, which is right behind this lake right here that I'm showing you. But beautiful place, that's for sure. Um, what else did you say here, Patrick? What reinvesting one third back into Yieldmax? So I love it. I love it. But the only downside to that is, does the NAV come back enough for you to be able to progress forward, right? So Jay was on Oracle's, and he mentioned, or somebody else's channel, he mentioned you got to reinvest it all back in, which is not cool, right? I don't like that at all. Kind of makes me think a little bit. But um yeah, I like it. I like it. And then the third on the mortgage, yeah, what's his name? Dave Ramsey, Patrick? Dave Ramsey said, you're either all in on your investing or you're all in on your mortgage. And he's all about paying down the mortgage first. But, we've started paying off from this YouTube channel an extra $300 a month into the mortgage. So far, it's been three payments from YouTube. So, the 3 payments were 155 and then 2 payments of 300. And so far, just that small contribution into the mortgage has taken off 7 weeks of the mortgage. I now have 75 years left to pay this house off. I'm just kidding. That's sarcasm. But yeah, I mean, that's why I said yes to all three of those. I think it's smart to do that for sure. Good question. Dun, 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 dun. Took my margin to or by 16,000 worth of Marrow, while NVIDIA is my set and forget stock. I made 1,200. I love that. I love that. I love the set it and forget it thought process. I don't know. For me, you guys have seen me make some moves, but I don't want to be one of those people that goes in and changes his mind every single day. I want to buy something that I have conviction in. NVIDIA, I have conviction in. I think it's going to be back in. I think it's going to be back to paying bigger distributions in the next, 3 to 4 months here. What's his nose? Jack. I always say his last name wrong. Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, is going to have a press meeting on Monday night in Vegas, and so people are pretty amped about that. To see what he has to say. People love hearing him talk. So yeah, nice. The margin thing for me, I'm not really into margin, and the reason is because I am not willing to lose that money. I don't have any extra money to pay it off. You know, I like the idea, that's for sure. If I was ever to do margin, I would probably go a much smaller amount than most of the people that watch these types of channels. I don't know. I might do. Oh, there goes a seagull. Look at that. Can you guys see it on your screen? There he goes. He's out of there. So long, seagull. All right, back to work. I might dip my toe in with like $2,000. I do have a HELOC. Dip my toe in 2 grand and pay it back as quick as possible, and then do it again, and then do it again, do it again, do it again, build up my account. But I think it's important to understand to not live in fear, but understand that the market could take a turn. We saw last week and the week before it was kind of not doing what we wanted it to. And I saw in my comments panic. The market's crashing. One guy said, I just buy Yieldmax and all it does is go down. Yeah, 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 especially over the last couple weeks, right? So, if you're putting out tons and tons of money that's not yours and the market crashes, do you have the worth to be able to pay that back or sell your shares at a loss? That's the kind of thing I think about when I think about margin. So, we hear the statement, I'm all in. And so I'm not all in. I want to be sensible about investing. And I don't know. I think that's important. I don't know. Margin's good. Margin could be good, but that what if kind of scares me a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Sold YMAG trade pick funds based on total return. Nice PLTY deserves some attention. Yes, it does. Let's go look at it. PLTY has been incredible since it came out. What, 3 months ago? ETF and 69.99. But I mean, take a look at that thing, right up $3. That will drop on. Oh, it did drop. Hold on 1 second. Wow. So that's even after the X date. It went up that. That's pretty incredible. Oh, there's the X date right there, most likely, right? Yeah, down to 67, but boom, way back up there. Take a look at Palantir after here. Oh my goodness, I hear footsteps behind me. I might have to spin around here and keep this door closed. I should really lock it. I mean, look at that thing, right? Came out at $50. People were not having it. They were like, "Nope, I'm not paying $50 for this thing." October 8th, I'm not paying $50 because let's go over here. PLTR stock was under that price. Palantir on October 8th. Let's go to 6 months here. October the 8th was 41.45. So people were saying, why would I buy PLTY, which is more expensive than Palantir right now? And so it was a really valid question. But I mean, take a look what Palantir did since then. It's gone up, that's for sure. But back here was when I was talking about it in the $20 range. Ifs and buts, what's and nuts, shoulda, coulda, didn't do it. So all good, all good. I think Palantir is here. to stay? Will it stay at that price, or will it go have incredible growth like it did this year? Who knows? If we have that crash, probably not. There he is, crazy man himself. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, if you guys haven't hit the like button yet, could you do that for me? Hit the like button. We got 56 people watching. This is pretty cool to see. Thank you very much for being here, by the way. I make these videos for your entertainment. I want to make sure that you feel welcomed here. This is a channel for all of us to talk and discuss what we're doing. I hope I provide a little bit of education and just understand all of this is my opinions. I'm not like a stock guru. I'm not somebody who spends all day every day looking at this. I do have a job that is completely unrelated to what we talk about here, and yeah, I just want to make sure that's very clear. I would never ever trust somebody on YouTube to tell me what to do. I did it once. Have you guys ever heard of Zip Charlie? I did it like 4 times, 5 times with Zip Charlie. It was not good, not good. I'm in Misty, and it's great, but besides from its Bitcoin, the company is not making nets. So a momentum play, really? Yes, completely agree with that statement. MicroStrategy right over here. I mean, all they do is buy Bitcoin. That's it, right? I go like this. Michael Sailor watch? Oh man, I always get it wrong. No, not a watch. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin buy? Oh, there it is. Buying chart. I saw it in the search. I don't think that's the one. And it's definitely not the one. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's the one right there. You guys seen this before? I showed it on my videos before, but this is every purchase. He just bought some more the other day. Michael Saylor. So, I mean, I say Michael Saylor, but really it's the company, right? Mike Rowe Strategy that's buying all this Bitcoin. But it's totally a momentum play. As Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategy should go up. As Bitcoin goes down, same thing, right? So I actually just bought my fourth $100 worth of Bitcoin yesterday. So that's 4 pays in a row now. I am the new Michael Saylor. I'm going to buy at the top forever for at least the next 5 years. So it'll be every 2 weeks, $100. Hopefully, as I make more money coming up here in the future, fingers crossed, everybody. Um, I could put more into it, but yeah, I do. I do like it. I'm all about that pipe dream. I love it. He sees that $13 million a coin in 10 years from now. I'm what's the word? I'm smoking what he's smoking. Let's do it. I'm in. So I'm not putting a ton of money into it. That's for sure. It's $100 every 2 weeks, so it's nothing really. But I'm all about it. But yeah, I'm curious to see how that pans out. So far, I've broken almost dead even because $100 every 2 weeks. It seems every time I buy, it goes down right after I buy it. But who cares? It's $100. Da, 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 da. Mara calls are a money printing machine. Boom. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Riot does not pay a dividend. They are a growth company. They are building, building, building Bitcoin mining machines, and they're not. I don't even know if they're a profitable company. I don't think they are. No, no miners pay dividends. Actually, just today, let's go to my X account here. Okay, just like a couple minutes ago, yield yield max ETFs. They just announced something here. There it is. LFGY. I almost said let's freaking go. Whenever I read that, I don't know why those letters made me want to say that. LFGY seeking current income and capital appreciation via direct investments in a portfolio of 15 to 30 crypto stocks. I gotta get it out of my heads, guys. Let's freaking go. Yieldmax, LFGY, aims to make distributions, if any, on a what is it? Fill in the blanks. What is it? What is it? Is it daily, hourly, minutely? Is it weekly? Is it monthly basis? What is it going to be? They're throwing it out there. They are throwing it out there. Which one's it going to be? As with any investment, there is a risk that you could lose all or a portion of your investment in the fund. Please click this for a complete list of fund risks distributed by Foreside Fund Services LLC. Boom. I don't know, you guys. I've kind of gone off the deep end in the crypto world. Do I want any more crypto exposure? I don't think so. I don't think I do. I've already got Coney. I've got Misty. I've got the Bitcoin. I am now a proud holder of 0.30216% of a Bitcoin. No big deal. I'm kind of a legend in this office right here. No big deal at all. That's neat though, eh? That's neat. If you guys haven't subscribed to, I mean, it's not subscribing. If you guys haven't checked out my Twitter, it's the handle is at wealthy2034. I chose that handle because that is when I want to be retired. 2034, 10 years from when I opened this account up. It's new. I don't have a ton of followers. I basically just post that, hey, I've got a video out. So if you wanna know when I have videos out, subscribe. All of you that are commenting right now are subscribed. Hit that little bell notification. It'll pop up on your phone or whatever. You can watch whenever it comes out. Where am I? What do I have open here? Should we get this open again? Wow. Can you believe how still the sky was that morning and the water? It's insane. If you look down at the bottom, you can actually see things moving, little water bugs. Boom. Let's go like that. I'm trying to catch up to you guys here. Morning, 104 folds. How are you? Japan. Wow, that's super cool. Konnichiwa. How are you? Japan is definitely somewhere that I need to go. I need to go there. The bullet train, that excites me. The nightlife in Tokyo, that's pretty cool. The food, I'm in. Um, Japan. I don't know why. Japan seems like a very mysterious place to me, but I do like to travel and I want to go there. Dun, 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 dun. Paulette's in the house. Hi, Paulette. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Is there commercials? Oh, no. Thanks for watching them, Grant. Appreciate that. Some ETFs have leverage that's enough for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'll let you guys know if I do something crazy. Like, I mean, it's not crazy to a lot of you, crazy for me. And I do $2,000 worth of that HELOC. Mine's at the interest rate up here. So I think, don't quote me, but I think it's around 6% interest, and that's annually, mind you. So that's pretty good actually. So 10% would be 200 for the year to pay back. Almost talking myself into it here, but what if, right? What if? Is Bitto a safer play than Coney? Let's go look it up. Bitto has been like pretty good, has it not? Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to close these because I want to come back and talk about them again. Bitto ETF. Yeah, and this is the one that pays out $1, right? Every single month, basically. Is it safer? I can't answer that. I have no idea. But I do like how consistent it has paid out. What are we doing here? Bitto website? Can we look it up? Do I have to click on something? It's been a while since I've been on this site. No. Doo, 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 doo. All right, so 2402 is the nav. It's gone up a little bit. Um, Pays out monthly. Bitto is the symbol. I always like to look to see how much we pay them as well, right? So they're a little bit cheaper than Yieldmax here. Yieldmax for most funds is 0.99. Um, I'm going to be making a video after I come back from that play today, talking about what I'm going to do with my NVIDIA money that I'm going to get, and I'm going to give you a little inside knowledge here, but it's going out to my members only until Monday. But the insider knowledge is that I'm not happy with Yieldmax's website right now, and I'm not super happy with the distribution either. Now, that might not be fully Yieldmax's fault, but I think it's a little bit of their fault. And I mean, if they're charging me 0.99%, I expect perfection on their website, and I'm not happy with what I'm physically seeing on their website, specifically with NVIDIA and Coney. Am I going crazy here? Performance Holdings. Is it not showing us what their distributions are? There's their performance. I know it's like a buck, like a dollar 10. Show all holdings. No. Oh, there's my problem. It's for 2025 sitting there. Can I not click this to go to 2024? You guys don't want us to see? People at Bitto, Pro Shares? What's going on here? I cannot click that, you guys. But good times. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at the chart. I mean, it's pretty darn consistent. Let's look at the 1-year chart here. It's up $2.48. It pays a dollar 10 ish every single month. It's good. It's definitely good, right? 24 months later, you're fully paid back. If you drip it, even sooner. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. My like for your opinion on Alti. Garbage. Oh, that was just like it just came to me. I said it out loud. Terrible. Alti, awful. There's nothing good about it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just have never been an Alti fan. You know what? This reminds me of QQQY. This chart here, and you tell me why it reminds me of QQQY. Any ideas? Say it in the chat. Why does Alti remind me of QQQY? Physically, look at this thing. Um, they're like the opposite of a carpenter. They're not thinking one step ahead. And so the price of the share is just dropping. It's going down the staircase here. So yeah, it's awesome that it pays you 87 cents or a dollar every single month, but their strategy is not working out. Jay said on many YouTube channels, "Oh, we're fixing the strategy. We won't see NAV depreciation." Not true. It keeps going down. I'm not invested in Alti. I won't invest in Alti unless it really does change and that price goes up. It's been a bull market for the last at least 12 months. How is this share price dropping in a bull market? There you go. There's your 1-year chart. Down 52% in a bull market. Why? What are they doing? What aren't they doing? Do they not know how to trade options? Because they should be buying companies that are successful, that you can trade options and you can make a little premium on, and the price of that company goes up as well. So, not good, not good. That's my opinion on Alti, and I know a lot of you guys have Alti in your portfolio, so I hope I didn't hurt your feelings too much. But for me, it's a no, dog. But yeah, it does. Let's talk about its positives. You do get paid a premium every single month. That's cool, right? But I think I just watched Dividend Nomad's video, and he looked at it. It's paid you 1% since it's come out. You've made 1% return on your money that you put down on a bull market, right? So me with Tesla, which I had all at the beginning of last year from December ish, all the way to March. I sold it right after they split. Bought NVIDIA. I bought MSTY CONY. I bought a bunch of other just little things along the way. QQQY was in there for a little while. Um, just some other things in there throughout the year, and I made 36%. This is 1% you've made if you're in there from day one, reinvesting your every single one of your shares back into it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me. Tell me in the comments here what you think of what I just said. Do you agree? Disagree? I wish I could do a poll. That'd be good. I wish I could do a poll. Let me go to my banners over here. I had a few things kind of pre-done here. Health and Wealth is the channel name. Thanks so much for being here. 49 of you. Tell your friends. Let's become friends. If you're not yet a member, I've got two options in there. I've got the cheap version, the less expensive version. I think it's $1.99 a month, and that's cool, right? Less than a cup of coffee a month. You get to be a member, and I have some videos for members. As that membership increases, I will do way more videos for members first. Also do lives for the members where we can chit chat, and you know what? We can even have you come on and join me on webcam. We can chit chat live. And then there's the more expensive of the two options, still less than 2 cups of coffee a month, $4.99 a month. So hit the join button down below to join the other 2 members. Thank you very much, by the way, to you. What else do I have here? Oh, this is a good question I was thinking about here. How many days a week, let me get rid of this one. How many days a week do you look at the Yieldmax website? That is a question I have for you guys. Anybody want to tell me how many days a week do you look at the Yieldmax website? Do you ever look at it? Do you just kind of wait for Retire on Dividends to tell you? What do you do? 3 times? Yeah. Nice. 3 times a week? Yeah. I mean, I'm catching myself wanting to look at it daily personally, but this is what I do. This is like my side hustle. This is what I do on the side for my job is I want to be updated on Yield Max. So for me, I am looking at it daily. And I'll just kind of tip my cap a little bit here, a little bit more for you. Where is it? There we are. I watched Retire on Dividend video just to kind of see how NVDY, MSTY CONY are doing with their options. I'm curious about how much, what their goals are for the week. And I look at the website, so I scroll down to see their holdings here on NVDY, and they don't have their weekly calls in here anymore. It's like they're hiding it from us for some reason. Us people that don't have Excel. So they got their synthetic options in here, but they don't have their weekly calls in here anymore. So what you would have to do is go to download all holdings and then open up an Excel file. If you don't have Excel, you can't actually expand the sections at all. I have figured it out. Chat GPT has helped me with this. I'm not buying Microsoft Excel just to look at their holdings because they usually put them up here. But what I did is I downloaded Office Libra and I was able to open it there. But for your regular Joe, it's confusing to look at. So I don't know why they've taken it off their website. Have they fired the website guy? Is website guy fired? That's what we need to put a petition out to get website guy back. But if website guy is fired, what did website guy do wrong? Hashtag bring website guy back. Took pics of the group so I no longer look at their site. Yeah, nice. I like it, Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Can you guys see these screens, by the way? Are they showing up for you? I think they are. When I flip back and forth, I went and watched my other live 2 weekends ago, and they weren't flipping back and forth. And I was like, just got so angry at myself for not doing technology the right way. They are okay, good. I should have asked that like an hour ago, eh? Too funny. 48 of you, high five. How many people have hit the like? Can somebody tell me how many people have hit the like button? I'll go on my phone. I'll look it up. I can't see it from here. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is Still snowing outside right now. It won't stop. It can't stop. I've already snowblowed once. Boom, 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 boom. Um, where are we at on this thing? 32 likes. That's pretty cool. Thanks everybody for doing that. It gets more people watching, and yeah, that's why I make these videos, not to have them be seen by nobody. So appreciate that. Haggis, Haggis Herb. Watch Umax and Rod Dividend Nomad. Yeah, it's basically who I watch too. Um, I watch another guy who's super negative and crass and crude just to see what he says. But he's I could be that way too. I got a bit of a mouth on me, but I keep it PG-13 for this channel, and I think it shows in my subscription amount. So pretty cool. We're building over here, everybody. I also really, really like comments in my videos because it gives me ideas for another video to talk about. So I really appreciate that support that you guys give me. It's awesome. Like it's super cool. Super cool. Thanks everybody for checking that out. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? Actually, I've been watching a lot of Dividend Nomad lately. He's probably sleeping right now. But yeah, he's pretty transparent. He's pretty cool. I like him. I also watch I always say his name wrong. Meet the Kamers live videos just to hear other people on his channel talk. Regular folk like you and I chit chatting, that kind of thing. I've never been on the live stream. Nope, never been. I kind of have differing opinions than Kamers, but you know, my differing opinions is like he says like I'm all in and like you're gonna make money and I'm not like that. I'm the opposite of that. I'm like, invest what you can. You may make money, you may lose it. So I'm not as hardcore as he is. So but I mean it appears from afar that he's doing well. And that kind of leads back to the whole margin conversation. What happens? What happens if there is a crash? And we saw a small little blip in the map there last week and the week before, and we saw what happened. The funds went way down. So imagine this was a prolonged 1 year, 2 year crash. Would you lose your shirt? Maybe your pants too? I know I wouldn't lose my shirt or my pants because, and we should be thankful for that. Because I haven't margined. What does that one guy say? Marged to the you know what? I haven't. So if this thing goes to zero, cool, all good. Moving on with life, right? We'll invest in something else. But would it go to zero? I don't think so. Who knows? Thanks, Haggis. Appreciate that. Target wealth creation. I'm sure I know that person. Let's go look them up. Is it called Target Wealth Creation? Dun, dun, dun. That's nice. Let's watch another video here. Boop, 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 boop. These are all my videos on my nature channel. You guys like Niagara Falls? Oh, no, not that one. That's just a hyperlapse. Actually, here. Is this a video or just sound? Let's find out. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Bum, 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 bum. I gotta get that name from you again. I love watching other people. There you go. We'll watch that for 10 minutes here. Boom. Maybe not 10 minutes, but my computer is like overloading over here. You guys ever been to Niagara Falls? Targeted wealth creation. I'm on it. I'm on it. We're gonna make it happen. Thank you very much for that. Oh, I hear a noise behind me. Have you seen any? Let's take a look at any of the Yieldmax funds use the synthetic Does it seem to raise the dividend in ETF quite a bit? Yeah, so they definitely do use the synthetic. Um, let's go check out NVIDIA here, right? So all of these that are showing right now are the synthetic. These are synthetics for February 21st. They hope that let me get that above there. They hope that the price of NVIDIA is above these numbers, and that's how they make money, right? So currently NVIDIA is $141, I think. So they hope that it's over. That's how they make an excessive amount of money, right? And so we've seen Misty paying out $4, $3, 3.80, 4.23, whatever it is, and it's because of that synthetic. So yeah, whenever you look at Misty, on the other hand, they actually have their weekly calls in there. The website guy is not fired for Misty. But you look at the later dates, that's your synthetic. So if that synthetic is at, let's say, $300 and Misty's at 330, two random numbers. I don't know if those are accurate, but then that's good. That's good. That's money potentially in our pocket whenever they close that synthetic closer to that time, right? They want to have some time decay there. So that's good. Now, if the price of MicroStrategy is under their target, then that's bad, right? Yieldmax would have to pay. But Yieldmax, they don't really care that much, right? Because they're getting your 1% every single month. So, that's how they make money. They make money from our 1%. So, of course, they want to make money. They want to keep your money in their fund um, so that they get their 1%. But if they don't make money or if they just make a smaller amount, say with NVIDIA here, 89 cents, because they did credit call spreads on top of their weekly calls that didn't make them any money and actually cost them money, they don't care, right? Because they're getting your 1%. That's, let's be real. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Like Dividend Warriors, Oracle, Smart, but yes, agree. Nav, yep. Follow me. I'll make you a small fortune. Grant. Yeah. I like that a lot. I should change my channel around. Hey, follow me, and I'll make you a small fortune, but we need to start with a large fortune first. That's awesome. That's pretty good. Pretty cool. Targeted wealth. You know what? Let me just message myself right now about that. I gotta get on. I'm sure I've seen the videos, but I want to make sure I check it out. I like that. Thanks for the suggestion. Targeted wealth, and I do apologize if I haven't seen targeted wealth, and they're here. Synthetics don't actually own the shares, so no dead money. Yep. Yeah. Very good. Retired on dividends or with dividends. Is that coach? I think that is coach. Yeah. There you go. So I do want to talk about a couple other things up here. So let me close out of some things. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the Michael Saylor. Let's get rid of the videos here. Niagara Falls, you're out of here. Thank you for subscribing to both channels. Here's my channel as of right now, refreshing 2,662 subscribers. So we gained 3 from this live. Appreciate that. I do have a target. I have a goal to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. What do you guys think? Can I make it happen? That's a big target. I started this just over a year ago. This time last year, I was making unsuccessful videos. I mean, let's go take a look at them. About what was it about Tesla. Dun, 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 dun. Going all the way to the end. There we go. So when was it? January? There's December, January 2nd, January 3rd, rolling covered calls with Quest Trade. What? Oh my goodness. You guys want to know how to roll a covered call? Go all the way back in my library here. There's adding more Tesla, buying Tesla, Tesla oversold. Is it Tesla time? And there's the reverse split with my angry face. Time to buy Tesla. I said, man, I was a genius back then, right? It's true. Imagine you had a bot a year ago. Build your own spending calendar. I definitely recommend taking a look at that one if you want to create a budget for yourself. I wish I could show you out my window right now. It is a blizzard right now. I'm gonna have to snow blow second time today. And then I took a huge break from February all the way till July, and the video was called "Just Start Taking the First Step Towards Success," and that is where you can see my numbers started to increase and increase. Passive income Misty was there, and just went up from there as we go. Can I go back up here? No, but that's my YouTube journey so far. But yeah, it's been good. It's been a lot of fun doing these videos. I enjoy sitting here just chit chatting with everybody here. Um, yeah, I think one of the things I'm working on as a creator on YouTube is my thumbnails to make them more entertaining, more eye capturing. So pay attention to that in the future. I am really working on getting that done to make them more, yeah, a little more eye capturing. So, if you ever want to get into, oh, look at that, there's an alti video way back, in October. But if you ever want to get into YouTube, shoot me a message on Twitter or X. I will help you from step one to step 100, and get you rolling with that. All right, I'll give you all my what I do, my editing, all of that stuff. Let me know. I'll help you with that. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go back here. Pay me in dividends and lots of others. 5,000? You think so? I hope so. Let's see if we can make it happen. Right? Let's see if we can make it happen. That'd be pretty cool. Whose videos do you sleep to? Whose videos do you sleep to? That's awesome. My grandfather helped get the funds to build the Skylon Tower and has a restaurant at the top. That's cool. I don't know if that's true or not. What's this? I don't even know where's the Skylon Tower. Video's better than shoveling snow. I won't clickbait. You know what's so funny? I saw a video right before I was talking to you guys. I was doing a little research, and it was about it was about Mister. And the video clickbait said, Tommy Lee says that MicroStrategy will sell off 85%. Then I watched the video and it had nothing to do with Tommy Lee or that. Total clickbait. I'm not about the clickbait. Not about the clickbait. RDTE, I would prefer XDTE personally over the two. RDTE has had some NAV decay. And if you look at the two of them side by side, your total return on XDTE over the last, since March, is slightly higher than RDTE. So less NAV decay so far. Bum, 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 bum. Too funny. I'm seeing your comments. I'm not commenting. Bitcoin right now, $98,000. So it has come up about $700 since the beginning of this recording an hour ago. You're welcome, Bitcoin holders. You are welcome. But also, I just want to kind of tell you a couple other things. Here's my passive account. This is all of the distributions I've got in the last 12 months. So you can see it's slowly going up, which is good. But they all depend on MSTY CONY NVDY. That's how we're doing it. Oh, Skyline Tower in Niagara Falls. Oh, I know the one. Yeah, looks like the Space Needle. Looks like the one in Vegas. With the big round restaurant in it. That's super cool. I love that. Nice. Yeah, this is my passive account. If you guys don't currently have a dividend tracker and you're okay with spending, I don't know, like $8 a month to get the premium version of this, then use my link. It's in all of my videos except for this one. And yeah, you can get that. I get $20 just so you know if you sign up for it. But there's lots of other ones out there if you don't want to pay money. If any of you are a Questrade holder, you use Questrade, you get this for free. Use my link, you get it for free. But yeah, it's $99 a year for the premium version. That's what we're looking at right here. I get it for free, which is cool because I'm with Questrade. So yeah, there's my distributions for last year. Nvidia started in I think end of March, beginning of April. Made me $4,683. Misty made me $2,452. Tesla made me $1,356. Coney made me $174. And then I've got there you go. There's the QQQY staircase down that we talked about earlier. Yeah, good stuff. You guys, I really appreciate you being here. Did you have a good hour and 11 minutes with me? Was it good for you? Good for you. I can't sing the rest. I don't want to get banned, but there's a next version, fuller time. But that's going to be it for this guy over here. I hope that you had a good time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, watch it on replay to see your comments flash up on the screen. I do have to go. We've got a play. Starts in 36 minutes that we have to drive into town to go see. But should we do this again in the future? I think we should. What about you? All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. We'll see you again in the future, okay? Bye for now. Well, you know what? As soon as I find the end stream button, it'll be bye for now. Bye, guys.